And good afternoon, everybody. My name is Tony Fapiano, and I'm coming to you from the studio at Guilford Community Television. The purpose for being here today, myself, along with my guest John Stacks, both Rotarians, is to talk about Guilford Rotary's annual LobsterFest. And John, thanks for being here. I know we're coming up on LobsterFest in about 3 or 4 weeks now, so we're getting close to deadline time. So we want to talk about all of the important, essential information for folks to know how to get tickets, where to go, and what it's all about, if they haven't been there already, which is amazing if they haven't been. But go ahead.
Well, last year 1,500 people came, and that was our 20th, so probably everyone watching's been there. So what you need to know is it's $45 tickets, general admission. You could, if you hurry, you might be able to get reserve seating too. That's really cool. We have 3 bands this year. You get steak or lobster, all the trimmings, dessert, a great time, free beer and wine. It's just a great afternoon.
All right. And the date?
Saturday, June 24th.
June 24th. Okay, what time do people show up? Should they show up?
Well,
I know what time they show up.
It's supposed to run 4:30 to 8:30, okay?
But we have folks that actually show up at 3:30, whatever. What do you do with those people?
We discourage you from getting there at 3:30. Unless you're a volunteer, we got work to do at 3:30.
Okay.
But you get there around 4 o'clock, 4:30, that's fine. And there's no great rush to get in the food line either, by the way. You can get there, set up, have a beer, wander around, talk with your friends.
Listen to the music.
Listen to the music. Neighborhood Music School is going to be there, and they'll be playing the first hour, which is going to be a good time. They'll be right on the grass in the entryway near as you're coming in. You'll be close to the musicians, and you'll get a feel for what they're doing. It's semi-acoustic music, and it's got a lot of fun, and that's a new twist for it this year.
Now you mentioned $45 for general admission, because there's actually several ways that people can get in the gate. The $45 is the basic general admission.
Right.
And we provide seating for that?
Yeah.
For those folks? What type of seating?
So that's a great question. The $45 ticket is a general admission ticket, and there's a logo on the ticket that's a square, and that means that's general admission tickets. And actually, you're going to be in the metal building, the corrugated steel building that's on the
That's one option.
On the fairgrounds site. That's the general admission seating area.
Yeah, you're going to put out picnic tables this year?
We'll have some picnic tables out by the band and such. Yeah,
that works.
Yeah.
And some people in the past, myself included, I gave that up last year, but for 19 years, I used to bring my own tent, my own tables, my own people, everybody. But I had a lot of folks that would help out, and they would set up, and they would be there to break down when it was time to break it down. Those people have gone away, and I ended up doing it by myself. So I said, you know what, guys? We're not doing this anymore. Now we're going to go to reserve seating, which the Guilford Rotary Club provides for an additional fee. Tell me about that.
Right, so that's, reserve seating is available up until, actually till about today. So when this video goes on, it's information for next year, frankly. If you haven't got your reserve seating tickets now, it's for next year. But it's a great idea to think of. It's for a company party or a family picnic or graduation or something of that nature, and you all want to sit together at a big table, you can get tables of 8 for $4.50. And that's your place. In the general admission, you have to remember, that's kind of like family style seating. You come and go. You don't own that space in the reserved area. I mean, in the reserved area, you do. In the general seating area, you do not. So when you're done, you kind of got to move on. Someone else may need to sit there if you're in the general seating area.
People do camp out.
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to. And then I have
We're not advertising that, but they do.
Then I have to be the bad guy and go, we're going to need to.
Not me. I'm not doing that. I'm not going there.
It's just one more part of this that I love.
Yeah, well, be careful what you wish for. You wanted to be the chairman, right? Here it is.
Thank you, Wayne Stashke.
Now, you mentioned $45 a head, which is still available. Up until when, and where does somebody get tickets?
I think the cutoff is the 12th of June, so today's the 4th, right? But we're taping this. So if you want to get in for $45, you need to get your tickets now. And you can do it online at GuilfordRotaryLobsterFest.com, or you can go to Pages, or you can go
Bishops?
To Bishops, thank you.
Okay, so Bishops or Pages. What about Rotarian? A lot of our Rotarian members are running around with tickets still.
Yes. Yeah. See a Rotarian, get a deal from them.
Okay. You mentioned 45. I want to go back to the $45 per person for general admission. For a young family with 3 or 4 kids, that's a big nut. What do we do to accommodate the kids? I mean, they're not going to pay $45 for
Right.
everybody in the family if,
Right.
if they're younger. So
Right.
what happens there?
They get a $10 ticket, $10 kids meal ticket at the gate. You don't have to buy that in advance. We're good with that. And the kids get soda and juice and pizza and ice cream. And they can, they'll sit with you wherever you
Yeah,
are.
they get a
and
full
have a
thing,
good
too.
time. And we're going to have the bounce house thing again, the moonwalk thing.
Oh, you're
which
going to
is-
have that?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very popular. The kids love it. And once we give them all that sugar, we kind of owe it to the parents to let them bounce around for a while.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned at one of the meetings that if somebody wanted to bring games or something to play or whatever.
Yeah.
So has
So the-
anybody stepped up and said what they might do with that themselves? I'm going to bring my bocce set
Well, that's
and
perfect.
set that up outside my tent.
Yeah, that's
And-
perfect.
Yeah.
No, actually, I don't know what else is going on in that regard. Scott Stashke and I are going to work on that, and Rick Maynard and I will talk about that, and we'll bring some ideas to the table. But if you're watching and you want to come down to LobsterFest, well, it's at the fairgrounds, so there's a ton of room. I mean, a ton of room. So if you want to bring cornhole or any other game like that, or frisbee or something like that, by all means, come on down, bring your games. There's time and space to have a good time. I ask no pets, please, no dogs, no matter how much fun it'd be to have your dog there. It's an eating thing, and it would just get crazy. That's about the only rule we got.
That's about it, huh?
That's about it.
Keep your clothes on. I mean,
Well,
stuff
that,
like that.
yeah.
Normal stuff.
We shouldn't have to tell them that.
No, you won't. All right. So the bottom line is that it starts at 4:30 officially, and
Right.
it goes till dusk,
The
which is about
food-
8:30 or so.
The chow line opens at 5, right? So don't show up at 4:30 and expect to eat right away. But it is a great time. If you haven't been here yet, this is a big deal. There's 1,500 people there from the town. All of the elected officials are there. You'll know people who are there, and it's a great time. The forecast is going to be clear and sunny, light breeze from the southwest, but I think 78 degrees.
I
That's
just
what it'll
checked
be.
online.
Yeah.
It's 81 degrees
80, we'll take 81.
on the 24th,
We'll take 81
and
too.
sunny.
Yeah.
That's what it. That's what I went online, and those long-range predictions. That's what I found on 2 sites.
That's a pretty long shot from the 4th of June.
You're going to guarantee that.
20 days out, but yeah, I'll guarantee that. yeah, it's all right. But anyways, the menu, to go back to that again, it's a pound and 3/4 Maine lobster that's cooked on site just for you right now. So it's fabulous lobster. If you're not into lobster, that's all right. We have a 14-ounce strip steak too. You can have that instead. With it, you got a baked potato, coleslaw, a roll, corn on the cob,
Dessert?
and dessert, which is Bishop's apple pie, yum, and Ashley's ice cream, yum.
Yeah.
Both, yum.
Yeah.
And
Beer.
Thimble Island beer, Two Roads beer, and Duvig beer, wonderful.
Now, how do you arrange that? Because are those donations?
Those are donations.
Those 3 are donating all the, and we go
Those
through
are
a lot of beer. 1,500 people. I
Yeah,
mean,
we go
not
through-
everybody drinks beer, but
Well, I do.
some people drink a lot of beer.
Yeah, that's donated.
And you got 2 roads. They're out of where? Stratford, I think,
Yeah,
aren't they?
yeah,
Yeah. How'd you get them?
Yeah.
That's
They're very cooperative, very happy to help out.
yeah.
It's great doing business.
And
with them.
Duvig is local.
Yep.
And Thimble Islands is right down the road.
Right there in Brantford. He says, whatever you need, you're good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
That
Justin-
is great. What
Justin
about wine?
Gargano,
What do you
thank
have
you.
for wine?
We got as much wine as you can drink. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah. And is that a donation also? Wow. You want to give credit to somebody for that?
The details on that aren't all worked out yet, even though it's only 20 days away.
But somebody's going to donate that.
Yeah.
All right.
yeah.
But I think it's important, John, to also
Right,
point out.
Scott, and right, Cutter.
It's important to point out that we do this because we have a lot of fun doing it. I
Yeah,
think it's,
we do. We
I
do.
think it's the best thing that we do all year. We do a lot of fundraisers, but this is by far the most fun.
This is a.
But we do it to raise money.
Yeah.
And why do we raise money?
Why do
First
we
of all, are
raise
you
money?
on salary?
Oh, yeah.
You wish.
Not even at my own job. No.
Yeah, we have to pay to get in.
Right. We got to pay to get
We have
in.
to pay to get in the door.
We got to pay to get in. And we probably would anyways, because it's a hoot.
Yeah.
It's a hoot. So Women and Family Services gets a considerable donation from us. Guilford High School Interact Club, of course, is a big beneficiary of this event.
Meals on Wheels.
Meals
you
on
name
Wheels.
it, we do it.
Yeah,
We give to them.
yeah.
Yeah.
And last year we netted 25,000.
Did we?
Yeah.
What's the goal this year as far as numbers to get in the gate?
A million.
No, in people. What can we handle?
We were real close to 1,500 last year. We managed it with no problem. We bought we're prepared for 1,500 this year.
And if it goes over?
You might be missing your potato or something.
Right. But we won't miss a lobster because of the way you set it up.
Right.
Garbo brings the big refrigeration truck.
Right.
And they have
Right.
more lobsters than we need.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
And
That's a
Ron
good
Rose is getting us the steak, and if we run short on steak, he'll run over to the
Get
store
some
and
more,
grab
yeah,
another 25.
So the
for us.
basics will be there.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
And the date again?
It's June 24th. It's Saturday afternoon. It's a wonderful time. It's a week before the 4th of July. 4th of July will be interesting this year. It's a Tuesday. I think we should take the whole week off.
Yeah, that's okay with me.
Sure.
Yes, but we have to break it down because somebody uses the fairgrounds after we lose it. Does somebody usually come the next day or something? Yeah, I know the chamber used to do that.
No. Sunday is a quiet day. We can clean up all day if it takes that long.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah. But
The-
A&W Sanitation helps us with cleaning up afterwards. We have to empty those lobster tanks.
Is there still time for sponsorship? And will the sponsor, if they step up right now in the 11th hour, will they get credit somehow?
Yeah, one of the cool things we did last year or the year before we started, we put little lawn signs out all over the place to recognize our sponsors, and they look festive, and they're really kind of neat, and they can be made up in a couple days.
Okay.
And boom, they're up. So we can do that at the last minute.
And if somebody wants to be a sponsor, who do they contact and how do they do that?
The best thing is to call me at my office at the Coastal Agency, 458-3100, and we can hook you up right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we talked about the food, obviously, the beer, the wine. Those are two important. The ice cream and the
we
pie.
didn't talk about the music yet.
The music. 3 bands, you said?
3 bands. So neighborhood music school is doing like the intro, the first hour from 4:30 to 5:30, and they'll be on their own like low dance floor, stage floor kind of a thing, close up and personal. And then Jam Chowder will come on at 5:30, and they'll go for I think till about 6.
What type of music is Jam Chowder?
Grateful Dead mostly, that
Yeah.
sort of thing, and the band and Lil Feet and stuff like that, stuff that we used to enjoy. And till long songs, long, cool, relaxed, old rock songs. And then they'll take off about 7, and Muddy Rudders come on, and there'll be a closing band. Some of those band members are the same people as are also in Jam Chowder. But
What type of music do they
theirs
play?
is more up-tempo, and it's shorter. It's more like hit music from the 60s through 80s.
Yeah.
But it's a really nice variety of stuff. They play often at Augers and at the Moorings and stuff. Both bands have a good following.
Yeah,
and,
they're
and
popular.
really good fun to watch. Yeah, they're
Yeah, and that's a reason for people to come early and stay late.
yeah.
Because, I mean, they're going to eat for that hour or whatever that takes.
Yeah.
But
Take your time. Come and relax with us. There's no big hurry to eat. There's no big hurry to
should have
eat.
warned you to turn that off.
I should have thought of that, huh?
You also, we supply not only the food and all that, but the crackers, really important,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, they're in my car right now.
Are
I'll
they?
clean
Yeah.
them up a little bit, make sure they're presentable enough. Yeah.
You hope you collect them at the end of the night. They don't walk out the
No.
door.
I mean, we have this great big crackers. We have a cracking
Talk
station.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
if
have
you
a
don't-
special thing now, right?
Yeah, if you don't want to crack your own lobster, which I wouldn't blame you because it's messy and it's hard to do, there's another place. After you pick up your tray and your lobster, and then go over to the cracking station, and Maria will be over there with John Trowbridge.
And who's going to be with John?
Maria Keogh and John Trowbridge, and I think Harrison's going to be there, right, helping out too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay, so your girlfriend.
Yeah. Totally.
Is she still your girlfriend the next day? That is the worst possible job at LobsterFest. By the end of the day, she's covered.
Apron or no apron, it doesn't really help a lot. Yeah, you kind of want to torch your clothes and leave
You
it
want to
there.
get under
Yeah.
a hose or something, right? Just
It's pretty messy.
hose her down.
You want to do this outdoors.
Was she still your friend?
Let's move on, Tony.
John, maybe she's not. touch the sore spot here. That's okay. I got to tell you something. This is a fun event.
It's a hoot.
This is a great time. You're going to love this. If you haven't been there, by the way, 15 or so of LobsterFests are on YouTube over the years. They've all gone on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
So if you can find them on YouTube, one way is to go through GCTV, Guilford Community TV, go to their page, and then go to their YouTube link and type in LobsterFest. And if you've never been there, go there and you can see what it's all about. And we're going to videotape it again.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And we're going to bother a lot of people while they're eating.
Count on it.
Yeah, when they have a claw in their mouth, or
Yep.
you know.
Well, we didn't talk about the silent auction. Yeah.
Good.
So that's really good. Gary Higgins runs that for us, and it was his idea. He started it and continues to run it for us every year. And Terry Bryant will be helping out over there too. So you can bid on a cocktail cruise in a motorboat or sailboat or all kinds of cool things that Rotarians and our friends have to offer, services as well as goods.
Those are all donations.
Yeah, they're all donated, yeah.
Okay, and the proceeds from that goes
It all goes into the same bucket.
all the benefits, all the beneficiaries that we normally support.
One of the other things that we should have probably mentioned is that just with your admission ticket, you get a chance at the drawing for a $500 Page Hardware gift certificate. Okay. That's no extra charge. You got a chance of winning $500 gift certificate.
You're not selling raffle tickets for that. That's part of your ticket.
That's just part of the deal already. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we've covered most of it, John.
Yep.
If somebody has a question about this deadline that you mentioned, because the price is going to change after a certain date.
Yeah, 12th.
Yeah, and why did you do that? Why do you have two prices? Because I don't know that anybody's going to pay the higher price.
People paid it last year.
They did, huh?
Yeah. They wait to
Why'd
see the
you do
weather
that?
forecast.
What's the rationale behind that?
We have a lot at stake here. We already have to pay for the rental of the fairgrounds. We've got to pay the rental of the tents and the tables and everything. By the way, I'm kind of glad you brought that up. Our rental bill is $8,000 just for tables and chairs and tents. Okay, that's the best we can do. It's $8,000 and change. So we have some overhead. So that's why we try to sell the tickets in advance, because if it rains, we're still out the overhead. We still got to pay the bands, the sound system, the rental, all the equipment, and the facility itself. And so
tickets are pre-sold.
Tickets are pre-sold.
And the incentive for getting the lower price, the $45 price, is so that people will reserve their place early.
Yeah, make a decision and come down, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
and some people do wait for the weather,
Yep.
the last minute. I mean, in the 20 years that we've done this, I can only remember 2 or 3.
Yeah, including a couple
washouts.
of years ago.
A couple of years ago, that was a lot of rain. That was a lot of rain. That was the worst one. We
no,
had one
we
when we were
wasn't
at
any
Bishop's
lightning.
years ago.
That's right.
At Bishop's years ago, that was
Yeah.
like Woodstock. It was mud everywhere.
Yeah, it was amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
All right, what else do you want to add?
Nonetheless, it's still fun if it rains anyways. So come on down. It's at the fairgrounds. It's June 24th, Saturday, this month. And it's good fun. If you haven't been there, you need to do this. This is great.
And more information, you go to Guilford Rotary LobsterFest.com.
Yeah, there's a Guilford Rotary website. That's great. This is Guilford Rotary LobsterFest.com.
Yeah, either one. The Guilford Rotary website is GuilfordCTRotary.com, I believe.
Yep.
GuilfordCTRotary.com.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks, Tony.
Good job.
Thank
so
you.
You've been chairing this how long? It's been several years now.
This is number 6.
Yeah, you're not getting any younger.
Thanks for reminding me.
This is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, club puts in most of the work.
But you've delegated some of it too. There used to be a chairman, and the chairman tried to do it all, and they couldn't do it. Now you've delegated some of your responsibility also.
Yeah.
You have subcommittees.
It only works because the Rotary Club, the people in the Rotary Club are really great. And you know what? If you're wondering what to do with some of your time, you might want to join the Rotary Club. You can join us for lunch and find out about us. There's a Rotary information tent at the LobsterFest. And if you have questions about what we do, how we do it, or why, or who's in the club or anything like that, come talk to us at the Rotary tent, at the information tent. That's where the pizza for the kids is too, by the way. So there'll be people in there who can answer your questions. But it's a terrific club, and I think it's got a stigma that we're all old. We don't have to be all old. We need younger people to join the
well,
club.
we have all the ages now. There's a
Yeah.
stigma that people think of Rotary as a male-dominated, and that's not the case.
And that's not the case. We've had women president. We've had several women presidents.
Yeah, and probably a third or more of our members are female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
And
great.
thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a great club. Guilford Rotary Club's a great club.
And John is a past president.
Yeah.
I'm a past president, and
Yeah.
that's one of our problems of getting new presidents. A lot of the club has already been president, so we're going to start recycling, I think. But we have a big club. We have 75 members.
There's 75 members.
Yeah.
What other philanthropic organization in town has that kind of membership?
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know, and we're active. We do stuff like this. We're cooking everything right there ourselves. This isn't catered. This is us doing it.
Yeah. I remember when the idea of a LobsterFest was first presented to the membership, Steve Dudley and Gene Bishop.
Yeah, yeah.
And I sat there and I said, "Are you kidding? We have to put up tents? We have to cook 1,000 lobsters or 1,500? I can't imagine us doing that." But you know what? We did it, and it was really successful, and it's been successful every year. It's grown every year.
It's remarkable.
I think we had 900 that first year, and now you're up to 15. So.
It's remarkable. I can't imagine coming up with the idea and getting approval from everybody to do it.
Well, we all kind of questioned it, but you know.
Oh, I'm sure.
You want to be a good guy, you know, service above self and all that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to wrap this up.
Okay.
Anything else you want to add? You want to repeat anything?
Thanks for watching. I'll see you over there at the.
All right, and I'll be looking
LobsterFest.
for you
It's
with a
great
video
fun.
camera.
It's
We'll be
good
there with
fun.
the video camera. We'll be following you around. And if you see us and we're interrupting you,
Deal with it.
exactly. We're still going to interrupt you. With that, this is Tony Fapiano for John Stacks and the Guilford Rotary Club. See you June 24th on the fairgrounds at the 21st Annual Guilford Rotary LobsterFest.
Thank you all.
Thank you for watching.